Next we will talk about how we can represent the moment graphically. So force is a vector quantity, so it is represented by magnitude and direction. So suppose this is the force F, which is represented by this vector length AB. Its magnitude is represented by this vector length AB. So we have to find out the moment about this point O. So we have to find out the moment about this point. So we know that moment, the formula for moment is the product of force and perpendicular distance between the line of action of force and the moment center. So this is the line of action of force, so we have to decide the perpendicular distance or draw a perpendicular line to represent the perpendicular distance between the point about which we will find out the moment, that is O, and the line of action of this force. So we have drawn this. Now how we will represent it? Suppose this point is C. So how we will represent is moment equal to AB into CO, that is force F into CO. So moment is AB into CO, that is force F into CO. So if we will join from point A to O and from point B to O, then it will look like a triangle. So what is the area of triangle? Area of triangle ACO is half into base into height. So half into AB into height is CO. So area of triangle is half into AB into CO. And what we find out? The formula for moment, that is AB into CO. So if we will multiply the area by 2, the twice area of ACO equal to what? Equal to 2 into half into AB into CO. So her half and 2 got cancelled, so that is equal to AB into CO. So what is AB into CO? AB is into CO is the moment. So moment equal to twice into area of triangle whose base represents the line of action of the force and whose vertex represents the point about which we are finding out the moment, or we are calculating the moment. So next is the sign convention of moment. So what is the sign of moment? So how we'll calculate the sign for a moment? So basically we take, I have already told you what is clockwise and what is anti-clockwise moment. So basically we take clockwise moment as positive and anti-clockwise moment as negative. So basically it's not a compulsion that you have to take clockwise moment as positive, but you can take anti-clockwise moment positive and clockwise moment as negative. So if we'll take one as positive, the other one you have to take as negative, and vice versa. So now you have learned about the sign convention of moment. So I forgot to tell you what is the unit of moment. So I think you all know. Moment is the product of force and the perpendicular distance. So what is the unit of force? Newton. And what is the unit of distance? Meter. So in SI unit, it unit is Newton into meter. So next we will discuss about a theorem that is known as Varignon's theorem. So what this theorem tells us? So Varignon's theorem. So it Theorem. So Varignon's theorem tells us that the moment of resultant force about any point, so the moment of resultant force about any point is the summation of, is equal to the summation of moment produced by all the forces about that point. So what do you understand from this statement? Suppose there are so many forces acting on a body. Suppose this is F1, F2, F3, F4. They are acting on this body. So what will be the resultant force? This force is acting like this, F1 is acting like this, F2 is acting like this, F3 is acting like this, and F4 is acting like this. So what do you understand from this? So it is trying to bend the body or rotate the body downward direction. It is also trying to bend or rotate downward direction. It is trying to bend or rotate upward direction, and it is trying to bend or rotate downward direction. So what is the net force, resultant force? So if we'll take downward force as positive, then we have to take upward force as negative. So F1 plus F2 minus F3 plus F4. So that is the resultant force. Suppose we are calculating the moment about this point. Let this point O. So moment of each force about this point, summation of moment of each force about this point equal to the moment of resultant force about this point. So each force will contribute some moment. So what is the moment of this force? Suppose this distance is A, here to here the distance is B, here to here C, and total length is D. So what is the moment contributing each force? So the moment about this point O, F1 into the perpendicular distance, but we have to check the sign. So it is trying to rotate. If it will rotate the body, then it will rotate like this, because acting in downward direction. So the moment it will produce like this. So it will rotate the body like this. So it is rotating clockwise direction. So it is clockwise moment. So we'll take it as positive. Similarly, this is also rotating. It will try to push it or rotate it like this. So it will try to rotate like this, like this, like this. So it will also produce clockwise moment. So it is also positive. So F2 into B, and it is acting like this. So it will try to rotate the body like this. So it is rotating like this. So it is anti-clockwise moment. So it is negative. So minus F3 into C plus F4 into D equal to the moment of resultant force, F1 plus F2 minus F3 plus F4 into X. We don't know where the resultant force will act. So from here we can find out the distance where the resultant force will act. So we have to now prove the Varignon's theorem.